Hey there guys, this was Nature88 here, and I am back again with an episode of Fishing Planet, and obviously we're on the St. Patrick's Day event at the minute. So, I thought I would start off the video now, properly, instead of the console version where, if I do a recording, I've got to do it as quick as I can, and, I kind of rushed the whole mission for the In Search of the Lucky Horseshoe, which, obviously, is in a two-part video, so please do check them out if you haven't already. It shows you exactly where all the spots for these are, and obviously where some of the pots of gold and silver are. Anyway, so in today's episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to say different. It's basically we're going to go to Lesner and we're going to do a bit of fishing here, which is going to be part to do with this challenge, but also I want to show you guys where you can get the leprechaun fish at the same time, and hopefully what minimum rod you can use. Now, obviously, in my long video of the In Search of the Horseshoe, I did say that the preferred was going to be at least a £13. This is for the leprechaun fish. £11 should hopefully maybe just get in. I'm not going to be guaranteeing it, but I can hope. And obviously, this one's going to have a real hard time. So I'm showing you guys that by using these rods, it's going to be a bit tricky to bring them in. Now, I'm going to try using some red worms. Obviously, if they don't work, I will edit out the parts that I don't need for you guys. But we're going to see if red worms will work. It did before. Obviously, it's not 100% guarantee that you're always going to get the leprechaun fish. You will preferably need the bait Drunken worms, because you will get the leprechaun fish a lot easier. You can use the body grasshopper if you want. You will get the leprechaun fish. It can maybe take a bit of time. It might be a bit easier because obviously it doesn't have much of a range as what the Drunken worms do. But you will catch the leprechaun fish with the body grasshopper. Same goes for the rowdy bass. You can catch them with the Drunken worms. So not restricted. The palm fruit, I'm not 100% certain. I know it's a new bait which has come out for the season event, which is kind of a weird one, but hey ho. Right, so now they should have the bait shop with these in. Now they have changed the prices. Instead of being different prices, like I think that was 5 bait coin and that was 7. Obviously we didn't have that last year, but now they've made them both 7, and they've actually reduced the amount. You used to get 25 of both, which is exactly the same as what you'd get there, but they've changed it, nerfed it in a way. So we are going to go to Lesner, and we're going to see what we can get. Now, obviously, I'm bringing different hook sizes with me just in case. I'm not sure. At the minute, I've put 1/0 hooks on. I think I need something a bit smaller, but 1/0 hooks should be fine. Fingers crossed. So we're going to go to Lesner. Awesome. Right, so obviously I've already been here. We've collected the silver pot of silver coins over here. So just in case anyone's wondering, there is a pot of silver just behind that bush there. And obviously your collection for the clover thing is over here. Now just in case we do need the bait, I can get the Drunken worms. Awesome. So I am going to buy a set of them, which is going to be fantastic. Just hopefully I don't end up wasting them by catching different fish. Now I'm going to come over to this location here. I usually fish around in this spot. I'm not sure what everyone else is doing. Let's see. Oh, they're on here as well. Oh. So I'll join them for here. Now, like I said, I am going to be using my float rods. Obviously, I do have a feeder, which is going to be absolutely horrible. Now, obviously, Big Energy was on here. I am not sure. Now, that spot over there by the building is a bit of a funny one. So I need to find my spot, which looks on the house. Now, as you know, in the last part of the video, I was trying to get some, and I was getting them around here-ish. So I need to now. Oh crumbs, what is it? No, it's. I have no idea. No. We're done. There we go. I don't remember my rod slots. Is it this spot or is it the next spot down? Yeah, it's definitely this spot up here. No, it's more up, I think. No, it's definitely this one. Yeah, lily pad. pads there. Right, so I'm going to go about here-ish. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my spot. Now, what's it? I went with a lead of 60, I think. And obviously this is my fennec, so this should catch the drunken worms. The leprechaun fish. I'm going to use drunken worms on this one, because it should be a lot better. Where are you? There you are. So this is more likely going to catch my fish than anything else. I'm going to aim for the spot where them fish just jumped, and that should help me out just a little bit. And I now have to try and keep an eye on that rod at the same time. Now again, I've got to adjust this because obviously everything's from when I went to St. Croix ages ago. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to be using a 1/0 hook. I should go for a 2 hook, but I've gone for a 1/0 instead. I want to see if there is actually a size preferred. Now, when it comes to my feeder, and I know this is going to be a problem, it is more than likely going to snap my line more than anything else, so I have to be absolutely prepared to lose parts of this. If not, I will just literally switch things straight away. Now, if nothing bites, that'll be fine. No worries there. So I'm now going to literally come back when I've actually got a fish on the hook. If I haven't got anything within a bit of time, I'll let you guys know, and I'll change the size down. So I'll be back once I know what the hook size will actually be. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Okay, and the first fish I have, it's going to be pretty powerful. So this should be a leprechaun fish. Now, what I want to do with these hooks is basically make sure I'm not getting any really small fish. So I'm actually getting the fish I need. I don't want the drunken worm to be wasted on something like, I don't know, a shiner or a carp. Because you don't want to be fishing here, buying the drunken or bully grasshoppers and losing some to normal fish, and you don't make enough on them. So that's the reason why I'm checking on the hook sizes. Now, I'm thinking the 1/0 should be absolutely perfectly fine. As you can see, the fennec's holding its own. It's doing really well with the fish. Now there is, I'm going to say, a 1 in 50 chance. Or me, it's a 1 in 50 chance for getting the other fish. So as you can see, the fish for the leprechaun fish is 18 pounds. Well, we'll say 90 pounds. They can be up to about 20 pounds. And you get at least 1 bait coin. And it's quite a bit of experience. Now, obviously, I'm using a rod which must be under what it recommends for you to use. So that means I'm using a perfect rod to catch the fish I need. So, fennecs. Make sure no one's around at the time. Yeah. Hey, it caught my first one, so I get bait. Sweet. But yeah. So my fennecs is a 22-pound rod. It's absolutely perfect. This should be absolutely perfectly fine for the rowdy bass. Now, with the fennecs, I'm going to have a hard time-ish at catching them. Now, obviously, with the Creeker Pro, which is the beginner setup, I know I'm going to have a hard trouble getting that leprechaun fish in. I used a 12-pound, I think, rod. That was a fight. Me using the Creeker Pro is going to be a huger fight, so I'm going to be a bit worried with using this one. Obviously, the Nero 10 is a 11-pounder. This will have a bit of fight, but it has a bit of a high chance bringing it in. Obviously, I haven't really got the line or the reel to bring the fish in, so it's still going to be a tough fight. If I had this well balanced, I wouldn't have much of a fight, but I'd still have a bit of a one. So, yes, I'm going to say be careful when you come in here, guys, just in case. I know a Phoenix is pretty high level rod. Like I say, if you're going for leprechaun fish, make sure you balance your rod and your reel with what you're fishing for. So the Nero 1010, if I had 11 or 12-pound reel on, that'd be fine. Like I said, it will be a little bit of a fight with the leprechaun fish, but it won't be as bad as what it already is going to be with the other two. So just for anyone who is starting off, do be careful. Leprechaun fish will take your lines quite a lot. The other option is you can always drag down, Just hopefully it doesn't snap your line. Now, obviously, with Lesner Villa, it won't. I'm saying won't. It shouldn't take all your line. I'm saying shouldn't. That's if your line's long enough anyway. If your line's too short, it will take your line and it'll snap, or you'll just basically lose your whole line. Anyway, I'm going to continue on, seeing exactly what else I'm going to catch, and then I'm going to be back right with you guys. So back once I've got another one on the hook. Hey guys, well, my location on PC isn't really working that well. It might work for you guys. Now, I did obviously catch one right here with the lucky leprechaun. Unfortunately, the spot I'm getting is really not doing too well for me. Now, it could be to do with the fact that I'm on a really bad peak of day. So, yeah, it could be a bad day for me for fishing here. Now, obviously, I want to thank. Hang on. I forgot the name. How could I forget the name? No, I can't do any more until I get the name right. Big D Energy. Thank you, Big D Energy. Yeah. Obviously, I was speaking to Big D Energy in chat a bit beforehand. Yeah. As you see in the chat there, just in case, you can obviously, like I said, and I did do this on the PlayStation. PlayStation, for me, the spot is really well here. Which I've actually caught the lucky leprechaun fish, as you guys have seen. But unfortunately, I didn't do a better test of what hooks to use. Now, using the 1-aught barbless, or 1-aught hooks, which obviously you can see I've got equipped, is better. So, Big D Energy, you really do have my praise for this. Is this location here, which they've actually caught it at. So, just in case that is the location, guys, for the leprechaun fish. So, use 1-aught hook. Feeder or float is going to be best, obviously. So we are going to walk our way down here. So let me just pick this up. And I am still going to test with the worms and see how well they do. Again, they may or may not get too well. So I'm probably going to fish a bit off from where they're at to make it a little bit easier. But yes, Big D Energy, thank you so very much. So I'm going to come over here. So what they're doing is they're fishing near the lily pads over here. So you might be able to do the exact same for quite a few of the other lily pads as well. But yeah, I was going to be using float and a feeder. So again, I'm going to be testing these out, so I have to drag down at the same time. So hopefully I don't snag it when I'm putting it in. Good. That didn't snag. Now, obviously with my feeder, I'm going to have to really drag down because this is really going to bite. Again, I'm going to be testing to see if the worms will work. Let's just put it in that spot there. And I know obviously the drunken worms will work. Obviously I've got my rod set up just right. Now, just in case anyone's wondering, I've still got the 60 inches on line length or leader, which should hopefully help. So like I said, I'll be back once I've got another fish on the hook. If it's obviously the leprechaun, it'd be absolutely fantastic. I know with my drunken worms I should get the leprechaun fish a bit easier, or a lot easier, but it's not a guarantee that you won't catch the leprechaun. There is a chance you can sometimes get the other fish. That is why I'm using a bigger hook. Again, if I was using a smaller hook, it is quite possible I'll get something different and something else. As you can see, we're getting some bites and activity now, which is absolutely great. Thank you. I have to miss them on the thing. Catch an event. Wow. But yes, thank you again, Big D Energy, on that one. So I will send them a message in just a moment to let them know. But yeah, so this is supposed to be the spot. Obviously, for me, it's not going to be great because obviously I'm not in a peak time. I'm on a bad peak time, to be honest. So just be careful when you come to a location on your peak times. If you have a balanced peak time, you should catch the fish a bit easier. But unfortunately, where I'm at, I'm not going to catch them that easily. And it's obviously showing, sadly. Hopefully the other two rods will go off at some point. If not, I will have to change my drunken worms, and we'll see exactly how well them rods are going to do. Like I said, my Nero should be fine. Fingers crossed. But I know my feeder rod is going to do terrible. It will be a fight and a half with them, but we'll see and we'll find out. So I'll be back once I've got another fish on the hook. Okay, and let's see. Drunken worms with a 1/0 hook, and I got a carp. Well, that's not exactly great news now, is it? 2/0 hook and I got a perch. That's a drunken one wasted. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. Yeah, this is the thing. You're not catching the fish you want, and you're catching everything but the fish. It makes things difficult. I don't want to be wasting more bait on things. Let's see. Now, I've been changing the depth slightly a bit. Now, obviously, I know that I'm in a bad peak time for fishing. I really am. So I might have to skip to the next day to see if I can catch any fish. See if I get a better peak time for fishing. And this will definitely then make me see exactly what bait's doing what job and what's going to be better. Obviously, for the float, my Phoenix float, and my basic Creeker Pro feeder, I've got drunken worms on. No, 1/0 hooks on. Sorry. Creeker Pro, I've got, obviously, as you saw, red worms now instead of the drunken worms. But my other float rod, my Nero 1010, has a drunken worm but has a 2 hook on. Now, I don't have barbless 2 hooks on me, I would have been using a barbless 2 hook. And we're going to see if that catches the fish a little bit quicker. It looks like it's getting interaction, but it's not going down yet. So, again, we'll see what I get and if anything happens. So, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and looks like I do have. That's got to be a leprechaun fish. This, like I said, is going to be a fight now. Yeah, as you can see, it's taking my line up quite a bit. So this is going to be a fight now. This really is. As you can see, it's taken the line out a lot. And this is a Nero 1010, guys. You know, I've got £8 line on instead of something better. God, now I've got another fish on my. Let's see what's on this one quickly. And that's just something normal. That'll be easy to bring in. Right, I really need to try and bring this one in. Oh my god, that's really taking my line out. That is definitely a leprechaun fish. The amount that's taken out by, yeah, that's a leprechaun. Now again, this is a Nero 1010, guys. I'm using braids, so this is going to be a long fight. Just put it that way. My line should reach all the way around, so I shouldn't lose this fish on this lake. And like I said, this is going to be a huge fight. If I bring this in, this will be a lot of experience. But it's going to be a challenge. I kid you not, this is going to be a job getting this one in. So, what I might do, just in case, to save you guys a little bit of trouble, is I might edit this out a bit. I don't know if you really want to see me fight this fish the whole entire time, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring this in. But we'll see. You never know. I might not edit it out, but wow, this is just taking the line. This really is taking the line. I wish I had better. I wish I had a better reel on it now. This is again. This is not the best setup for this rod. It should take it. It should bring the fish in, but the reel isn't that great, so it's like I said, it's going to be a huge fight. So yeah, I'm going to edit this bit out. I'll edit when it's a lot closer in. So. Okay, come on. No, come on. No, no, don't go away. No, no, no. Dang it. Come on, fish. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Got it in. Gee. And that was an 18-pound fish. Look at that experience. 246 experience for that one. Wow, guys. So yeah, even though that took me, I'm going to say about a quarter of an hour just to bring that one fish in. Wow. Yeah, about that, I'm going to say. Wow, that took a bit of time. But yeah, now as you guys see, I brought it in with my Nero 1010, which has 11-pound line weight, but max drag is 8.8. If I had a better drag and a better line, I'd say 10-pound line would probably be better. Obviously, I realised that was 12-pound line test. Unfortunately, I don't think I can check in the shop what the spinners are. No, they're too low. But I can honestly say my Creeker Pro will not handle that fish at all. You know, as you saw with the rod, it was about halfway on the tension. So yeah, if I had a better reel and line, I could have brought that in a bit better, so there wouldn't have been as much of a problem. I can't believe how bad that was as a test to bring in. But yeah, I'm gonna try and fish this for a bit more. I'm gonna be using my Phoenix because it's the best setup. Like I say, my Phoenix is a 22-pound test, so it's probably the best rod you can use for bringing in the leprechaun fish a lot easier. So if you guys have enough money for it, try and get that. You can go for the lower Phoenix, which is absolutely fine. They'll do a fantastic job catching the fish and bringing it in. But I'm going to try and get as much of these as I can. So in the next video, you'll see that obviously how many I have. I'm going to skip to the next day to make it a little bit easier on the fishing, so I get as much as I can from them. Now, obviously, as you know, the fish can be up to 20 pounds when it comes to the leprechaun fish. So I do suggest having a keep net, which will keep a 20-pound fish in the keep net, maximum single weight of a fish, I should say. I will reference that again. The single weight of a fish needs to be at least 20 pounds. That is when you're going for at least the leprechaun fish. If you're going for the bully, not the bully, the rowdy bass, make sure it's a 30-pound single weight of a fish. Now, obviously, the bigger the keep net, the better. It means the more you can get. Obviously, do a bit of fishing to make sure you got money to last yourself quite a bit. Obviously, if you just want to fish for bait coin, I'm going to suggest Lesner because it doesn't cost that much to go to the next day. And, you know, it's leprechaun fish. You know, I can't say anything more. If you want to try and do the mission, obviously, fish here just to get a one-off, then go to mud water. Fish will need at mud water. Maybe then fish at mud water again for the both sets, then come back to Lesner. That's if you want to get the clover coins, because it should repeat itself every time. I will do a video more of the leprechaun favour in a different video when obviously I'll go to mud water to do a video on the rowdy bass to show you guys exactly what you can get and how to get them. So yeah, from everything so far, I will suggest using a 1-knot hook. You can use a 2-hook, but be careful, you may get over fish. As you see, even when I was using it's going to be funny with me now. There we go. Even though I was using a 1-knot hook, I still caught a carp. So I'm going to see if these other people have a few things, and then I'll get back to you guys, and then I'll... Okay, and I got a silver bream with that one. I'm using a water hook. Dang it. Now, I did actually catch a leprechaun fish just over at this spot over here. I will show you guys on the map before I do get off if I've caught another fish. But yeah, it seems like the leprechaun fish can be a little bit of a tricky thing to always guarantee. So I can't fully say you're going to always get some on a set hook. I'll show you the location. So obviously this is the location where I caught my one. Just on this spot here, so if you guys want to tick it in, make a note, and be able to find it. It's right there. But just in case, you come up to around here, where the lily pads are. I say lily pads, I mean reeds. Just come in, and you don't cast that far out. I'm going to do what somebody had suggested. I asked a load of people what size hooks they're using, and they said they're using a 2-hook. Well, just a 2-hook. So we're going to see how well a 2-hook does. I'm going to try and catch at least 2, maybe 3. Okay, it's glitched. It's right. It's just a bit glitched on my side. But yeah, I've changed the lay length to 60. I did have it at 70, but nothing was really biting, so I changed it up to 60. So I'm going to see exactly how well this does. Again, like I say, I can't really 100% guarantee that you're always going to catch the leprechaun fish with the drunken worms. It is going to be a hit and miss, guys, so do really be careful when you're fishing at any location. I think mud water might be better than Lesner, unless you just want to go somewhere that's really cheap. Then I would suggest Lesner Villa. Just be aware, you might not always get the fish you want, even if you do use the drunken worms. So we're going to see what this one gets me. I'd prefer to use a 1-up because I know with a 2 it's just going to give me something that I don't want, unless it does give me something I do want. I've had people say that they've only used 2 hooks and they've always caught, and so far that's a 2-hook, and it is a leprechaun fish. I can tell you that now for a fact, guys. So let me see exactly what this gives me. I'll ask the person next to me because I think that's Joe. That is Joe. I saw they caught a leprechaun fish just a bit before me. Obviously, I didn't get much experience because it's a really lightweight fish. Oh, it's all in caps. So again, they have caught a few. I just want to know what size hook. Now, obviously, as you can see, they are mostly used, or they were using mostly feeder. But yeah, I'm going to be here. I'm going to fish quite a bit. Hopefully, we'll find out what size hook they used. If they do say a 2, or if I catch another one with a 2-hook, then I might say use a 2-hook for here. I prefer to use a 1-hook than anything else. And they're spinner fishing. And again, it's not a bad idea, spinner fishing. And they left without answering the question. Thanks for that, Jow. Great. Oh well, I'll have to find out some other time from other people. But just in case, guys, if you know what size hook is probably going to be best, or what you might think is going to be better, please do put it down in the comment section down below. And as you can see, a tench with a 2-hook and green. So yeah, I would prefer using a 1-up than anything else. It does lower the chances of getting anything else. Don't get me wrong, it might take a bit of time, but obviously we need to try and make this bait coin. And so far I made 1, 2, 3, 5 bait coin. Yeah, 5. So that has almost paid for me paying for the baits so far. the one set of bait. So I'm going to have to fish here quite a bit. Obviously, as you know, I'm in a really bad peak time. But then again, the fish I have caught at the same time, yeah, it's going to pay for a few days. So, and kind of the travel here as well at the same time. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I really do hope it has. If you do have any questions about catching the leprechaun fish, please do let me know down in the comment section down below. But yeah, minimum rods, I'm going to say the 1010 Nero. Just make sure you get, like I said, a £12 reel for it. And probably £10 line. And you'll be set. Anything that's an 8, you are going to have a fight. I know by using the Nero 1010, which I used, my reel was underpowered with my line. So I did have quite a bit of a fight. Yes, I get a bit more experience, but it does use up quite a bit of time. I don't want to be using an overpowered rod when I can get quite a bit of experience. So anyone who's going to be doing this fishing event and you are under level, be very much aware of what you're able to do. But at least you guys will have something to work towards. Like I say, that is mostly for the leprechaun fish. When it comes to the bass, I should say rowdy bass, I'll be a bit more specific. I'll get my words there. You're going to need a rod that's at least, I'm going to say, £20. So probably the Phoenix, which I have here, will probably do. You can probably go for the first Phoenix out of their floats. When it comes to the feeders, I'll say maybe a Big Owl will probably be best. But I'll do a video on the rowdy bass when I get the time and when I get a chance to do it. But again, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you do, please do hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And obviously, I will be back with some more Fishing Planet of the St. Patrick's Day event. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Hopefully, you all have fun. Don't get too drunk like all these fish are, because as you can tell, they're taking their worms. And yeah, at least we found a few things out. I'm still going to do a bit of testing off the recording, which I'll let you guys know when it comes to the leprechaun favour or leprechaun's favour, so you guys will know for certain if you can get some with the normal baits, and I will prove it if you can, because I'll show you my keep net. Anyway, guys, hopefully you all enjoy, have fun, stay safe, happy fishing, and hopefully you get better. You get a lot better at getting the fish than what I am, because I'm having a bad luck at the minute. And yeah, even though I'm having a bit of a fight, I'm going to have some fun. So I'll see you guys on the lake bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye for now, guys. Enjoy and stay safe. Have fun.